Let's talk Tron Ares. Now, I will be the first to admit, and you've seen from some of my past videos, I did not think this movie was going to do well. I didn't think it was going to be a good movie at all, period. I was walking in this movie theater ready to give it a 3 or a 4. Honestly, just because Jared Leto was in it, I was thinking maybe there'll be a 1 or 2 point jump because Nine Inch Nails is doing the soundtrack, and I'm sure they're going to do an amazing job. But what I didn't expect was how much I was going to enjoy this movie, because almost all the trailers we've seen are kind of a misdirect and kind of really just showing you the action that's in this movie and not necessarily the plot and the story behind the entire movie. So for me, after watching the movie, I moved this movie from a 4 to an 8. Now, some people might be pretty skeptical of that claim, but let me explain. Like I said, I was ready for this movie to just be an entire Jared Leto movie and for it to not be good at all. But that's because Jared Leto isn't really a good actor. He has a hard time, I believe, showing emotion in movies. Like, he's very set in just doing things one way, and he doesn't really change or grow throughout an entire movie. And when he does, it's kind of weird. So when I saw he was going to be in this movie, I was like, probably not going to be good. But then once I realized, oh, duh, he's playing an AI character who slowly learns how to have feelings and emotions and wants to live in the human world, this sounds like the perfect role for him. So once I saw that kind of develop in the movie and realized he's not the main character in the movie, then I was like, oh, this is a lot different than what I thought it was going to be. So if Jared Leto's not the main character, then who is? Well, the two main characters that are kind of fighting against each other the entire time are Greta Lee, who has taken over the Flynn Company, and Evan Peters, whose character is the grandson of the Dillingers. So, in this movie, they're fighting against each other to try and find out how can we bring programs into the real world and how can we make them last? Because right now, there's a 29-minute timer that anything that's brought from the grid into the real world, it'll just fall apart. So they're all chasing the permanence code the entire movie, and Jared Leto's kind of the catalyst. Is he going to steal the permanence code from Greta Lee's character, or is Greta Lee going to give him the permanence code because he's going to save her from Dillinger in return? So overall, this movie, it's a fun movie. The music also is incredible. Nine Inch Nails hit it out of the park. I had some reservations about it just because I'm not a big Nine Inch Nails fan. Honestly, the music in this movie made every moment feel so much more intense and so much more exciting. Like, even just the intro scene when we see the Tron Ares letters come across the screen, the music in that is so intense and you're like, oh, I'm ready to see something epic happen. And later on throughout the film, when the action's getting turned up, the music puts it on a whole other level. So for me, the music and the plot, it's not about Jared Leto, really made this movie really good. And for Jared Leto too, he slowly learns how to, be funny and have emotion. And that's exactly what his character needs to do. And he has some funny one-liners that, as that character, aren't funny, but the way he delivers it is funny. So for me, if you haven't seen this movie, I honestly gotta say, it's a good time. I know the movie is 2 hours long, but it never feels like it's more than 30 or 45 minutes because you keep going and you keep learning new things. The movie doesn't stop. And the music does a great job with that again, but there's also some fun clues and references to the first two movies that are really gonna help us hopefully set up a fourth movie. So, spoiler alert for what's about to come, but at the end of the movie, Jared Leto's character gains permanence and he's in the real world, just like Cora was at the end of Tron Legacy. And Jared Leto's character, Ares, decides, I should find them and see what's up. That's one of the cliffhangers we kind of get. The next cliffhanger is that Evan Peters' character is running from law enforcement for some of the crimes that his programs have committed in the real world throughout the movie. And he decides to escape to the grid. And when he goes to the grid and puts his ID disc on, he gets a pretty gnarly transformation. And we don't even see the full transformation, but we have some cliffhangers there. Our Greta Lee character continues to run the company that was once Flynn's, and she makes world-changing medicine and lots of advancements in tech. but I don't think we'll see her character again, maybe in a supporting role. I'd love to see her character again because she did an amazing job in this movie. But I don't think she'll come back for a sequel, depending on how they write that. Now, for a fourth movie, they set it up for several different ways, and here's what I'd love to see for that. I'd love to see Evan Peters' character, Dillinger, control the grid that he's now a part of. The grid he's in is his computer system that was just shut off right before he went into the grid. So it'd be really interesting to see how he's developed the grid and how maybe he's seeking revenge for different things that happen throughout the movie. Or it would be interesting to see some of the characters from Tron Legacy come back and team up with Jared Leto. Maybe they're recruited to take down Evan Peters' character in that grid. Maybe he's doing some cyber attacks from his grid and doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Lots of opportunity here. And I think we won't get a sequel. I'm really hoping we get another sequel because, again, I know it's a lot of money to pay for a soundtrack like this, because if the only thing we get out of these movies are amazing soundtracks, then yeah, I want you guys to spend $200-300 million, whatever it is, to make another Tron like soundtrack like with these visuals, because that's one of my favorite parts, is seeing all these cool action intense scenes, these futuristic scenes with amazing music. So I know that's a lot of money to spend on an album, but please go see this movie so we can get that again, because the movie itself, I think, is a lot better than what people are expecting. And it's only going to get us a sequel if it makes money at the box office. Some people might wait for it to be on Disney Plus or something like that, but we got to go see it at the box office if we want a sequel. So please go see the movie if you haven't seen it already. Jared Leto's not that big of it. Jared Leto's not that big in the movie. He's not a huge part of it. He's a part of it, but like the other characters are the ones that you get invested in. So just because he's in it, hopefully it doesn't turn you off. And if it did turn you off, just know it's not going to ruin the movie for you. So if you liked it or you didn't like it, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.